another episode of Beauty Told. It's your girl Britt, and today we're going to talk about how to know that a guy is only with you for your looks. That's all he seems to care about is looks, 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 and nothing more than that. So I'm going to give you three ways to know that it's just about that and nothing more. And that way you know it's time to move along because there's nothing much more that he's even going to be able to offer you if that's where his mindset is at in that moment. So without further ado, of course, I have my handy dandy faith journal. It's going to keep us on topic and always near and dear and close by so that way I am able to give you guys everything that I intended to talk about. So let's do it. Whew, one of the main ways to know that it is just about your looks and looks only is that's all he compliments you on. I'm telling you, the compliments are cool. Don't get me wrong, fellas, my gents out there. We appreciate a good compliment. We like compliments, words of affirmation, and it picks us up, it encourages us. Sometimes in a down moment, it could be just what we need to hear to keep us moving. But not when that's all you can seem to come up with is compliments of the exterior. And you mean to tell me you can't find nothing on the inside that you can compliment us on as well? That's a problem for me in the dating world. That's a red flag for me. I'm sorry. You cannot just continue to compliment outside appearance and that's all that you see. So I'm talking, let's say a guy compliments your eyes. You have beautiful eyes. Now, if he takes it a step further that you have beautiful eyes, it just feels as though I can get wrapped up in the depths of it. It seems like you could be able to see into my soul, that you can be able to tell me some things about me, that you could be able to help me to unveil some of my, fears, my darkest moments, be able to be a way to free me of something. Okay, well, then that's different because you're taking it beyond my eyes, the color of my eyes, and you are taking it to another world where you're willing to open up and be able to invite us in and be able to help us to better know you. Okay, a little different. But when a guy, oh, your eyes are so gorgeous. Oh, I just love, the way those melons sit. Oh, those legs. You got legs for days. Oh, that's nice little peach on you. Them cheeks looking real good. If that is a continuous thing that all he keeps saying is those type of compliments where he is just, mesmerized by them, where he doesn't see anything else. Sorry. That just lets you know that's all that he wants. He is just fantasizing. He is just waiting on the opportunity to be able to explore that more. And I'm sorry, beauties, but we are way more valuable than just that. So, number two kind of correlates into number one because he is not asking anything about your past, about your present, not even about your future. So, when you guys are having conversations, maybe he's making the conversation all about him. That to me is another red flag, but we'll get on that topic another time. But he doesn't care to ask about how did you grow up? Did you have mom and dad in your life? Did you have your parents at all? Who raised you? Did you go through anything traumatic in your past? These are ways that a guy can be able to get to know you, get to know some qualities of you, get to know some background information about you, about your family. So when he goes more in details about those things, that just lets you know that he's trying to get to know you. And not only you, but anybody that's associated with you. So now he's trying to get to know family. He's trying to know best friends. He's trying to know your close associates. Like he wants to be in your world. You get what I'm saying? And if you're not trying to ask about my past, you're not trying to ask, hey, what do you do now for a living? Y'all, I can't even count how many times I've had a guy that really didn't care too much about what I did for a living. And even when they found out, there was nothing, no follow-up question in regards to it. Oh, so you're in, financial industry. Tell me about that. It seems interesting. I mean, you're dealing with money. Money makes the world go around. So just taking that aspect and just going a little further with it, it speaks volumes to where they are in the mind and where they see a future. Do they even see a future with you? Future. Now, I know that sometimes the guy is talking future because he is having those narcissistic traits. So he may talk about future as far as future faking. Oh, I could see you and me together. I could see you having my baby. Pause. Why do guys feel like that's a good thing? Why do guys feel like that's a compliment? Oh, I could really see you having my baby. So you'd rather see me having your baby than having me have your life or having me for an eternity in a good way and a lifelong partner way with us actually being married and happily ever after so that them babies can have both mom and dad in the household at all times so we can have that good wholesome family dynamic that we need in today's world. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We got to wake up and realize that's not future. Future for me is not popping out another baby without having a consistent and concrete man by my side to endure the ups, the downs, and the turnarounds of having children. It is way more than just having a child. You have to go through all the stages, all the changes, all the things. It ain't always so cute. You changing diapers or they keeping you up all night with that crying and that fussing. And sometimes ladies go through postpartum depression, after having a child. It's not intended, but just kind of how it is. We need a solid rock by our side. So future faking is not getting to know your future. Future is getting to know, hey, where would you like to be in the next 5 years, 10 years? Where do you see yourself? What about a family? Do you see a family, in view in the future? Where would you like to travel to? So, future, getting to know what your likes and dislikes, getting to know what's going to work and what's not going to work, where you guys can find some compromising. I have a guy who, we talk about the whole future vacations and everything. Mine is that I would love to be able to swim with the dolphins. I just think they're so freaking cute. Now, your girl can't swim worth a lick, okay? I don't know how to swim. I don't know why at 35 years old I have not taken the time to learn. But eventually, once I get over the phobia of my hair getting wet and my hair getting all poofy and looking crazy, and I'm looking out here looking like a poodle, once I get past that, I am going to learn how to swim. I promise y'all that. But we talk about swimming with dolphins. He does not really care for water and he doesn't trust these animals to just go, woohoo, let's go around the water a little bit with them. These unknown creatures that can decide to go berserk and now they can swim you out into the deep blue sea and you ain't on the way out. So again, through conversation, once we got past the phobia and the fear, we were able to come up with a compromise. Hey, we can look more into it, see what all it entails, and even if need be, he could be standing on the wayside, standing on the dock, and taking the pictures while I'm swimming with dolphins, and then we can go do something that he likes as a compromise where we're both still spending quality time with one another. So we don't see how that go. But that's just one of the ways that you can, through discussion, through in-depth details, through getting to know a person's likes, dislikes, fears, and phobias and things like that, you can get to know what's going to work and what may not work, or how you can meet in the middle so that way it can work in the future. So that's number two. Number three, and I told y'all I might need my handy dandy face journal to keep me focused. So number three is beauties, beware with this. His kind gestures are really only a tactic way to get you to the bedroom or to get to you know what. Same thing. So, third and lastly, you got to be careful of the gestures because the gestures, they're not always just innocent, sweet, thoughtful. It has he has an alternative motive behind it. And for me, that's not cool. So, if you're going to give me a massage, then let's keep it at a massage. Let's make sure that, although you are rubbing all the right places, and for us beauties, it is feeling fabulous. We have had a long day at work. We could have used this, or we finally have a weekend without the kids, and we need you to get the kinks out. That is not permission for us to be going and doing other things. Now you went from massaging to kissing me all on my back and going here and going there and doing this with the hands. No, 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 no. Skirt. Okay? No, that is not what I see as a pure hearted and selfless act. That means that in your mind, I'm going to do this massage because I know that it'll lead to this. Now, in some cases, maybe if for anniversaries, maybe for birthdays, maybe on the honeymoon, I get that. Okay, because we've spent some good quality time. We've gotten to get to know each other. We've went through some major steps to get to this point, but not all the way in the where we're dating or we're fresh boyfriend and girlfriend. Maybe if even that, because a lot of times when it's only about your looks, they're not trying to establish a relationship with you. They just want to screw you so they can move on to boo number two, boo number three, boo number four, and then couple of weeks and maybe even months, they might circle back around and get to calling you because maybe they miss that good thing, if you know what I mean. That's still not cool. So again, these gestures, Netflix and chill. When I'm trying to Netflix and chill, especially in the beginning stages, then that's exactly what it is. Netflix and chill. It's not for you to be able to start kissing on my neck and start caressing, melons and doing all that. Like, no, that's not the way. That is not the way. And for most of us, beauties that really are out here trying to find love, trying to find our husbands, that's not where it's at, boo boo. It's not. Like, if you're going to do something out the kindness of your heart, if you are going to give me flowers, please, whatever you decide that you are going to give me with, you are going to be able to do acts of kindness for. You are going to, compliment me. Like, just don't have in the back of your mind where it's going to lead to that, because it's not going to lead to that majority of the time. So, again, beauties, we just have to be aware. We just have to really watch these red flags. We really have to know that we know that we know. Now, unless you are ready to go to that step, okay, that's on you. But for the most part, I really encourage all of us out here, beauties and gents, let's get to using dates for what they're intended, assessing and getting that data so we can be able to know if we are going to be able to go for the long haul. Are we going to be able to be compatible? Is the chemistry there? Is, the likeness there? Can we see love in the future with this person? Can we see forever with this person? Because initially meeting someone, you're just wanting to see where this can go, and once you see that it's going good, can it lead to what you lifelong expectation would like? So that's what it's all about. So again, I hope that this, advice helps. I hope that these tips help. Watch out for these red flags out here, beauties, because again, we are worth more than that. Value ourselves better than that. To not settle for that. And, the world could be a much better place if we just kind of put our foot down and just know what can be accepted and what will not be. Okay? So I truly thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. And of course, as always, Let's make a change.